We've created PETEC to connect innovators with industrial processing, with industrial activity, and accelerate industrial activity in this area. And we've done that by bringing three things together. We've created a facility which has got several development lines installed in it, and that's a unique facility in the UK. In addition, we've brought in experts in the processing on these lines, and also the processing of the new materials. It's been a materials development that got flexible electronics going. So where we fit in the space is excellent science has produced inventions in industrial laboratories, but also in universities. And the UK is a leader in some of these fields. But in order to get that to get to the market, this has got to be developed on a large enough scale so that people can work out what the industrialisation steps are. And the equipment that we've assembled here at PETEC allows people to do that. We've focused on solving industrial problems. So what's probably unique about PETEC in this field is that we're working on real industry problems. How do you take something that has been demonstrated on a very small scale in a university or company lab and demonstrate that on a sufficient scale that people know what the manufacturing costs would be, so that they can raise the investment to put that into production. What's enabled this industry to be created has been some startling developments that academics have come up with in terms of new materials. And they've demonstrated these on a very small scale. They've made one or two transistors, one or two semiconductors. But before this will be taken up by the industry, by the people who will actually produce the devices that you'll buy in the shops, they need to see that these things can be processed within a controlled manufacturing environment. So we've focused on areas that play to UK technology strengths, that pull materials through from the global industry into this area. So we've focused on our ability here at PETEC to formulate a wide variety of these emerging materials in such a way that they can be applied to existing process technology. There are three principal markets that we're working in. The first one is the biggest market, and that is in the display market, where printable electronics allows you to make these very large displays economically. So there's a consumer need for wide area displays, for lightweight displays, and there is an established industry here. But they need the performance of these materials to be worked up so that they can replace the existing technology. And that is a gap that PETEC can fill. And it's a very large market, so that's very attractive to get PETEC going. But behind that, there are some emerging areas. There's the solid-state lighting area that people like Richard Kerr and co are exploiting. And again, they need the facilities that we've got at PETEC to enable them to develop processes to produce wide area, highly efficient lighting systems. And the third market, which I think is a bit further off, is the one of energy production using photovoltaic systems. And there the idea is that you'll harness light into energy, and using printable processes to make much cheaper cells. It's very important that we work on technologies that are market ready, so that the investments that we and the companies that are investing in us make can achieve returns in the marketplace on a sensible timescale. Naturally, the majority of our customers are UK based. This facility is absolutely unique in the UK, and it allows small companies, SMEs, university spin-outs, to really test out their ideas on a sufficient scale to allow them to attract investment. So the majority of our customers are UK based, and they vary from big multinational UK companies to university spin-outs. At the same time, we are an international centre. We are probably one of half a dozen centres like this globally. One or two things we do are absolutely unique on an international scale, and that's allowed us to attract global players, which is very important because these are investors in the UK, and they're also sucking UK technology into the marketplace. We see this with existing products, the Dell computer, the Apple products exploit British technology, and that returns value back to the UK and pays for the R&D that we have in the UK.